Hello everyone and welcome to another new review, and this one is not gonna be like any review. This one is a spoiler review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the new movie of 2014. And basically I'm gonna be talking about everything that happened in the movie, the bad scenes, the good scenes, and the fucking story. So before I start, I wanna say this again. The movie is fucking good, but not as good as Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's really worth watching. If you want to learn more about what I'm talking, go ahead and check out my, movie review, the only review that I did like a few seconds ago on my channel. So go ahead, check it out, watch it, and you will see the positive and the negative sides of the freaking movie. So, how the hell did this movie start? It started with Splinter, I think so. He was talking and he was telling us about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and about them becoming these heroes. And this whole thing, actually, the whole few 15 minutes or 20 minutes were surrounding April, about her trying to discover this vigilante who's helping the city, who's trying to take down the Foot Clan by any means. She wanted to hit it big. She wanted to go out of the usual stuff that she used to do to something bigger. She wanted to get a story that's gonna rock New York City and the world. And basically, on one night, she saw that the Foot Clan were doing something. They were kind of doing something in the darkness, which I'm not sure what were they doing, but they were kind of teleporting some stuff from from a container to their cars and some shit, until we see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles appearing. And that's where they kind of kicked ass, and that's where April got obsessed with them, and that's where she just went crazy and she was like, this is happening. And that's where she went to her supervisor in the channel, and she told her that I saw the vigilante who did it. I saw him, and he was strong enough to move a container. Now, let me stop right there. A fucking container. Was one of my problems in the movie. I had like around 3 problems in the movie, or 4. This is one of them. I never knew that the turtles are that powerful, to move a fucking container. And not only move it, no, it was, literally thrown away. So I felt like it was a freaking Superman movie. I don't know if the turtles had that kind of power, but I think not. I don't really remember them doing that heavy lifting shit. I don't know. That was one of the bad scenes in the movie, But other than that, we saw that April, supervisor, started to think that she's going all crazy, She doesn't have any solid evidence. Alright, remember this. She doesn't have any solid evidence. Alright, okay, let's continue. When you go in the movie, when you keep on watching it, she will be encountering them again, because the Foot Clan had enough with the vigilantes. They want to take care of them so they can carry out their plan without being disturbed or being interrupted. And that's where they went to the subway. They kind of took hostages, and they kind of called upon the turtles so they could fight each other, and they could take down the vigilante. At that time, they didn't know that it was the turtles. That's where we saw the turtles appearing and taking down each one of these people, or the Foot Clan people. And that's where we saw that April was there, and she kind of witnessed them escaping after they kind of took down the Foot Clan members. And that's where she kind of followed them. Now, when she followed them, she kind of spotted the 4 of them, the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's where they spotted her as well, after she took a picture of them. And that's where she kind of fainted after she saw them, which was pretty cool. And not only that, even Raph was funny at that scene, because he was acting like Batman, which was pretty cool as well. And of course, later on, we saw that she woke up. She saw like 4 fucking turtles in her face. They were all creepy as well. She was talking to Donatello, and that's where he told her that we deleted the picture from your phone, so you can't go viral with it. And Leonardo and Raphael told her that we're gonna get you if you tell the word about us and all that stuff. Alright, now listen carefully what happened here. The turtles left. April kind of followed them on the roof. She wasn't jumping, just running to take a picture with them because she had an extra mobile. Alright, listen carefully. She took the mobile, she took the fucking picture of the fucking turtles, and ta-da, she have a fucking solid evidence. Now, when she was on the roof with the turtles were calling each other by their names. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo. And that's where she thought, oh my god, I know these names. And I was like, whoa, how does she know these names? And that's where things actually was interesting, because this was something new to me. And that's where we saw that she went back to her home. She had this roommate, and she thought that she is going crazy. You know, she thought that April is going crazy. She told her that she saw turtles, and she saw them, you know, fighting like ninjas, which was pretty cool as well. You know, and that's where we saw that April, you know, kind of took some boxes that had a lot of stuff in it, a lot of videos, a lot of books. And that's where she found a video of her being in the lab of her father, you know, and basically her father worked with Sax, the guy who is actually a villain as well in the movie. First of all, I thought he was a good guy, but I was thankful that he's actually a villain, you know. I see him more as a villain because he played in Prison Break the first season as a villain, which was pretty cool as well. So that's where we saw that she found a video that she actually recorded in the lab, and basically in the lab she saw the four turtles, which were Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael, and she was basically the one who saved them, you know, and she even saw Splinter at that time. Of course, from there, she kind of went crazy. She was like, you know what, I have this all thing linked. You know, she already knew that the experiments that her father and Sax were doing, they kind of transformed the turtles into these mutants that they are right now. So that's what happened. Listen carefully right here. She went to the channel, and she started talking to her supervisor, and she told her that I have this whole thing connected, this whole vigilante thing is connected. And she started showing her pictures of a sign that was written in Japanese. Alright, that was kind of a good part as well, because this sign meant family, and you know, the turtles is all about family, which they stick to it, and it was pretty cool. And the whole board was full of signs, pictures of signs only. And she told her about the turtles. She told her that these turtles are you know, mutants, they are ninjas, they are strong, they are 6 foot. And that's where she was like, I'm not gonna believe that stuff, you know, if you don't have a solid evidence. Now, listen carefully what happened earlier on. She took a picture of the turtles, you know, before they freaking jumped. She had a picture of them. She had everything linked to the videos she watched. But when she was in front of her supervisor, she didn't show her. She didn't show her these stuff. I was like, what the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? It's like they're telling you April didn't show it to them because that's how it should be, you know? I didn't understand that scene. I don't know, seriously. If you guys watch it, you're gonna see how fucked up that scene is. She had the picture on her phone. I guess the phone was with her. She should have got her videos with her if she really want to hit hard, if she really want to get on top of this fucking channel, and if want to do a good story, that's what she's supposed to do. But then she called her friend, the guy who holds the camera, I forgot his name. She called him and she told him, can you take me to Sax? I need to talk to him. When she went to Sax, Sax started to explain to her all the stuff. And that's where she told Sax that I think the turtles are alive. And that's where she showed Sax the pictures of the turtles. I'm not sure why she didn't show it to the supervisor, you know, of the channel. You know, she could have showed it. The supervisor would be like, wow, it is turtles. Well, you know what? Let's go and air it on TV and put all that stuff. Maybe she didn't do that because the supervisor thought, you know, maybe she, I don't know, photoshopped the picture. I'm seriously not sure about that scene. I'm not sure why she didn't show her the pictures. That was a downfall in the movie for me. That was a downfall for me. I didn't really like it. That's all. But other than that, she showed the picture to Sax, and that's where we knew that Sax is actually a freaking villain. He is the villain of this movie. Not only him, but Shredder as well. Shredder is his master, and that's why he owes him a big time. So basically, we saw that Sax has gave this card that I think so could track April, and that's where we saw that Splinter already knew about the Turtles meeting April, and the moment he heard April, he was like, "Get her now!" And that's where we saw that the Turtles went after April. They didn't really, they kidnapped her. They kind of kidnapped her. They got her to Splinter, and that's where the tracking started. Shredder, the Foot Clan, they all went after the Turtles because that card was a tracker device, and that's where we saw this big scene between Splinter and Shredder. And it was a pretty cool scene. The fight was pretty cool. Shredder armor was, meh. I didn't really enjoy the armor. For some reason, it was too powerful, and I felt like I was watching a Transformer movie. I understand that they're trying to do something different. I understand that they're trying to keep it, updated to the modern time, but it was too buffed. There was no cap, which I didn't really care about. But still, the armor wasn't really my favorite. Other than that, the Turtles actually at that scene got captured, except for Raphael, because they thought he was dead. And that's where Raphael went all crazy about it. He was like, I'm going to go after them, I'm going to free my brothers, and I'm going to, revenge Splinter. And that's where we saw April, and the guy who holds the camera went to this place of Sax where they had the Turtles, and basically Sax wants the Turtles. He wants their DNA, their bloods, because it was full of the serum that actually could cure the toxin that's going to be released by him as well. So basically his master plan was all about poisoning the city and then saving it. And the moment he saved the city, he's going to get a lot of money from the government. They're going to praise him for saving the city. That's what his plan was, which was pretty cool. I didn't really like it. I didn't really hate it. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It was pretty cool. So next on, we got Raphael taking down the Foot Clan. He was taking on Shredder. I think so was there. Shredder was there. Yeah, I can't remember. But he had a fight as well, and that's where we saw that April has kind of raised the adrenaline in the Turtles, Mikey, Leonardo, and Donatello, and that's where they went fucking crazy, which was pretty fun. They were fucking hyper, and that's where they just broke out of the boxes they were in, the tubes or the test tubes they were in, and they broke out of it and they started to help out Raphael, and that's where they knew about the plan of Sax, and that's where they wanted to stop him. And of course, April, the camera guy, went after Sax. The Turtles actually went after Shredder. And basically we saw this big fight between Shredder and the Turtles. The Turtles couldn't really take down Shredder. He was too powerful. He was just too good. They weren't that ready yet. And that's where we saw that someone came up with that idea. I don't remember which turtle did, but he came up with the idea of Buck. And basically that's a game they did earlier on in the movie, which was pretty much an origin story from the flashbacks actually, which was pretty cool. Yeah, talking about origin stories, it was a pretty cool origin story. It wasn't really bad. We saw them getting trained, we saw them getting older and better at what they are doing, and we saw how Splinter got his hands on the book of the ninjutsu that helped him train himself and the Turtles. And basically that's where we saw that they played the Buck game, which was pretty cool. They kind of took down the Shredder guy, but he didn't go easily, it was too hard. And even we saw that April kind of got her hands on the DNA from Sax. She stopped him from doing it, but Shredder didn't stop there. He wanted to at least kill a bunch of people, and that's where he started to weaken the what they call it. It was something in the building. I'm not sure what the hell they call it, but he started weakening it until it kind of fell down. And the moment it was falling down, the turtles was on it. Shredder was already fallen, but the turtles wanted to stop this thing before it hit the ground and kill a bunch of innocent people. And that's where we saw Raphael and actually the turtles were saying like. These are our last few words, and we gotta use them right. And we saw that Donatello started to say like, "I'm the one who licked the something out of the something." I can't remember the lines. Michelangelo did the same thing. I don't remember Leo doing any one of these, but Raphael did a pretty good one, and it was kind of emotional, and he was kind of crying, which was out of character, but it was pretty cool. Raphael was one of the greatest turtles in this movie, to be quite honest. Like, the most least favorite turtles for me is Donatello. Other than that, Leo, Raph, and Mikey did a great job. And in the end, we saw the cat have survived, and that was it pretty much, yeah. That was it pretty much. Nothing happened after that. Yeah, they actually got a car. Yeah, in the end, the turtles got a car, which was pretty cool, and they blew up the new car of the cameraman, which he got from the channel as well. But still, it was a pretty good movie. They didn't really have any credit scenes, which was kind of sad. I was waiting for them to tell us when the second movie gonna come out, and to be quite honest, if there is a second movie, if there is a sequel for this movie, I'm gonna be watching it. I don't fucking care. It was just too good to not watch. And yeah, that was it pretty much, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what was your favorite part in this movie right down below. If you like what you see, please hit the like button, the share button, and let me see your thought about the movie. Did you like the armor of Shredder? Did you like Splinter, which I didn't really talk much about him? He was a little bit creepy, but still, he was a good character in the movie. He wasn't that bad. So thank you all guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and see you guys around. Take care.